welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is Dawn here. So today we are working with the gorgeous Princess Tales collection from our lovely Julia. Now I've got a few bits that I've already started, like some bits that we're going to be working with today, but I just wanted to show you our lovely ladies. So this is, I've got the wrong sheet, let's put that one back. So this is our Princess Tales collection. So we've got Storybook Lane that I did a tag on, so do go and check that out. We have all these gorgeous accessories, and I'm going to be using the pumpkin today. We've got our gorgeous sentiments. So the sentiments say, reading is dreaming with your eyes open, be your own kind of beautiful, all you need is love and a tiara. Some girls are just born with glitter in their veins. Cinderella, proof that a new pair of shoes can change your life. And that's the sentiment I'm going to be using today. And then we've got, I am the princess of my own fairy tale, and if you have a garden and a library, you have everything you need. So absolutely gorgeous. And then these are the girls. So we've got Snow, who I've already worked with in our first video. There's Ariella. We have Cinders, who is and this is who we will be working with, and we also have our lovely Bella. So my plan today is, so let me move these. I've printed out absolutely loads of these because they are gorgeous, and I mean gorgeous, and yeah, I want to do so much with them. I have to keep trying to find the time, but yeah, love. We also have some accessories here, but I'm going to use this larger pumpkin. Now, I'm going to do it so that, let me bring this in, we have it so that we don't have to spend lots and lots of time colouring in. So we are going to, so I'm going to fussy cut this out. I could have actually really done this before we came on, but I'm just going to use my distress inks in which to colour it. So to colour the carriage, well, our, yeah, it's a carriage, isn't it? Is it a carriage? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, we're going to use our distress inks to colour this in, and then I'm going to just use some watercolours to colour Cinders in, just to show that you don't need any fancy tools or anything in which to colour these gorgeous items in. Now I am going to be doing a larger card today, so I think we'll create our own background. So I do need to cut down a piece of cardstock as well, and then we can build it up on that and then put it onto our card base. But I think I'll use a 5x7 card base today. So there's our carriage, and then where's our lovely lady? And there she is. So what I'm going to do is, let's just chop her in half. Because I feel like if we chop her in half, well, if we chop this off, then we can then watercolour her quite happily. Now this is just cardstock. I had because my printer won't allow me to do watercolour cards, so I won't be doing too much because I don't want to get this really wet. It's like I said, just won't let me do it. So right, I've got a couple of them out, but first of all I want to get some of my distress inks. So let's have a look what colours we've got. So we'll do some Spice Marmalade, Dried Marigold, and let's have a look, Tea Dye. Yeah, maybe. Let's have a look. That's all we can do. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in with my colours, and we're just going to ink blend all the way around. Now I'm doing this because I just want to show you that you don't have to do all the fancy colouring at all. I'm just making sure that you can see. Oh, I keep bending the paper. That's not a good thing. So that, you know, you don't need all the fancy tools, you don't need everything. We can colour this in really quickly with just a few inks. Yeah, so that is what we are doing now. And then I will be coming in just on some of the littler details and we will be adding, so like the heart, I'll come in with a red pen for that, all the hearts on there and the dots, so we are going to add that in. So I think I'm just going to use the dry marigold and the spice marmalade, so both of these are in the Distress inks, so all the way around. Now I need to be careful, Alexa keeps going, so I'm making it all dark all the way around, so just like that. And then, oh, see, stop it. Okay, so that's what I've got. Now, like I said, really quick, really easy, because I really want you to see how easy it is. Now I'm going to just use my mid-tone, so this is my DR3. So if you've just got the normal pens instead of the tri-blends, the colour is DR3. And then I'm just going to go around and we're going to colour all of these hearts in, so there's no fancy colouring or anything in it at all. So really quick, so we've done the bit, like we've done, our main colour is our oranges, and then I am going to colour this centre bit in as well. I think I'm going to bring in my icy grey, no, browns, I don't know, brown, maybe brown, yeah. So let's just pop that there. Now all of these little dots up at the top, I'm also going to do red as well. Just because I really like the red on it, and why not? Okay, so there is that. Now I want a really, oh, we've got this yellow brown, so this is a gold yellow brown, so let's colour this door in, just because I think it's a little bit too white, and why not? So go all the way around like so. How nice is this? So again, really quick, really easy. I mean, this has took what, less than 10 minutes to do, and that's for showing the collection, because I mean, my time says 7.5 minutes, so it's taken about 5 minutes to colour this image, and how nice is that? So it's very plain, very simple, which is all we need. So there's that. Now the next thing that we're going to do is let's bring her in. So this is our cinders. Now like I said before, I'm not going to soak this at all because it is not watercolour paper, and you're not going to get the same effect as watercolour paper, but if your printer doesn't do have watercolour paper that goes through it, because mine doesn't, it's only allowed up to a certain amount, and every time I keep trying to put in a certain amount of paper, it just won't even look at it, which annoys the life out of me. So but I want to show you that if your printer doesn't do it just like mine, then you can still use watercolours, but like I say, you're not going to get the same movement as you would with watercolour paper, but you can still sort of just go with it. So again, I'm going to keep to the oranges, so just like this, but what we're going to do, so all the way around, and again it's keeping it very and I'm not bothered if I go over at all. So just, I'm going to bring in my metallics as well, so just like that. So these, I can't say them, I have lost one and I can't find it anywhere, but let's go for this one, because I think it'll be nice to add some sparkle to it. So let's activate that up. I actually dropped these on the floor and I can't find where I put the one that was there, and then I'm going to add these on. So this is going to give a really nice sparkle to a dress. Now remember, I'm not wanting to put too much on this because of the fact that this is not watercolour paper, and I don't want it to be completely ruined. so the least amount of water the better, but I just want you to see that it can be achieved. Right, I'm just wanting some of this red in, just to make her stand out just a little bit. But as you can see, you're not getting that movement that you would, but we're still achieving something. So don't feel like, because these are Digi stamps, that you are limited to just coloured pencils or bits and pieces like that, because you're really not. As long as you don't oversaturate your paper, you will be fine. It just, like I say, it works differently. So I'm not going to touch that anymore because that feels like it's going to yeah, right, I want that. So just like this, and then, so as you can see, there's no, I'm not being precise or anything, I'm just going with it. And I am taking some of the water off my brush, and because we are working in a really small area, so it's easier if I just take some of the water off than oversaturating the paper. Right, let's do her hair. So I'm just going to add some water on, because obviously we want that nice movement. Now I think we're going to go with, no, what about this brown? Yeah, that's nice. So so I'm using actually this paper as a palette. Okay, so making sure that we've got it all nicely together. Now we will be cutting her out, so I'm not worried about going over the lines. I mean, I am going to leave a border on it, but still. Now I want to add, I think, let's add the darker gold, because I'm thinking that, yeah. Oh, try not to drop it. That's my hands doing its thing. I just want some of this, and then I'm going to put it actually on her crown. So there. Oh, I love. And actually, let's do her tights as well. And then all of this frilly stuff as well. So I'm going to do it with that. And then the shoe, let's bring in this one. So really nice sparkly colour. So that's the one that we're going to have the shoe as. And it really will go nice and, yeah, sparkly. These paints are gorgeous. Right, okay. I just need a bit of orange, or let's mix that up just up there. A bit of orange in, just because of that pumpkin. I think we can just about say we're done. So I just want a little bit of this red. Now wish me luck, because I'm going to do her lips, and there we are. Right, okay, so let's get a nice skin tone. How can we make a nice skin tone? So first of all, let's add a little bit of white, because why not? I'm going to add a tiny bit of this ochre colour. Oh, that's actually a really nice skin tone, with a tiny touch of pink. Yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, that's a nice skin tone. So that's the tone we're going to go for. And it's just to, I don't want to get her lips in, because otherwise, yeah, but I do want to make sure her skin's done. There. Get her tash area. Oh dearie me. Right, we also need her eye makeup, so let's do this orange. There we are. Perfect. Right, so there she is, all done, and like I said, really quick, really simple. Just using a few. It, like I said, it is not watercolor paper, but just because it isn't watercolor paper doesn't mean that you are restricted. My printer, like I said, it will not allow the watercolor paper to go through, which I'm a bit annoyed at. I can still, as long as I don't overwet the paper, I can still use it. But like I said, I wanted you to see that we could still use it. So next thing I'm going to do, I need to cut down a piece of our cardstock. Excuse me. So I have a card base here, which is a 5x7. So let's, you never ever have them on the fold right, do they? Ever. So let's get that right on the fold line. Yeah, okay. So there's that. Oh, and the dogs are off it, because why wouldn't they be? So we're going to do, measure this. So this is 6 by 8 1/4. So I'm going to do 5 1/2 by 7 3/4, I think. Right, I'll have to measure that. So there, pencil. Where's my pencils? There we go. Let's measure that. So I want to take that much off. So if I had my bigger one, it would be fine. Right, okay, so there is that. Now, what I'm going to do is, so I think we're going to have the card that way on. So first thing I want, oh, I love that, but we do need to add some detailing on. So I'm going to do some doodling. That still is slightly wet, so let's leave that. So I'm going to come in with my white pen. I'm also going to come in with my black pen as well. And we're just going to add in some doodles onto our piece. So yeah, because I think doodles can really make a piece pop. And then so I'm just adding some of these. And the lady really is going for it. Right, I will be back in a second. Okay, so I'm back. Right, okay, so we've just done bits of the white gel pen. So where have I put my, let's have a look. Right, we'll work with that one. I did have it out, but I don't know where it is. So I'm just going to, let's have a look. Let's add some sort of fake stitching around this part of the carriage. Why not? It's like I said, I just want to add in just a little bit, and then I think, do I want to add any more? I don't think I do. I think that for me is just enough. So excuse me. Right, let's cut our cinders out. So I'm using my Tim Holtz 5-inch haberdashery scissors, and I love them, but I must admit I'm not liking them as much as I like my serrated edge ones, would you believe? But I do love them. So they do leave a better sort of mark on them. Like I know that I've had a few comments saying with the serrated edge ones you just turn them, which I do, but it was just like when I wanted to sort of snip up one side and then snip up the other side. One side would always have that serrated edge. So but thank you, ladies, I very much appreciate it. I appreciate actually all of the tips that you guys give me, because that's how we all learn. I do not know a lot, so it's nice that you guys are teaching me. So okay, so I'm just going around. Now in the description box below there will be a link to all the other ladies who are working with this collection, so you'll be able to see what those lovely ladies have been up to for more inspiration. And they are super talented, so please do go over and support them. There's also a link to our lovely Julia's Facebook group where you can go and yeah, you can share your makes with us, which we all absolutely love seeing. So yeah, that would be lovely if you did that. Oh, how cute is that? Right, now I've got these papers. I'm just looking at this thinking that it needs like some sort of background. So oh, I quite like that. The only downside is we're going to have white on either side. I just think that pops, doesn't it? It does. Ladies are trying desperately to get in, but I have locked her out because she keeps coming in and she keeps pinching everything because she is an absolute menace. So, ooh, what about that actually? That's unusual, isn't it? That's different. I like that. Right, okay, do you know what? I really like that. So we're going to go for it. So this paper pad that I'm using, actually, I used in my last video. And it's just sat on my desk. And it is the capsule one. I'm trying to look for the front sheet. It should be in here somewhere. But it's, oh, there we go. So it is the Pigments capsule sheet, which is just absolutely awesome. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. Right, okay, let's glue this down. So I'm just using some wet glue. This is actually Anita's Tacky glue that I have popped into this little bottle thing. What did I do with that other bit? Have I just put that? No, because it was the other side, wasn't it? Where is it? And you know, honestly, one day I will be able to do this. I don't know if you can hear her, but she's absolutely desperate to get in. Do you know what? I can't find it. Is it? Do you know what? I bet you guys can see it, and I haven't got a clue. But it's all right. We can just use this one. So, just going to pop some glue on there. Because I do want that ripped edge showing, because I want the orange bit at the bottom. So let me trim this down. I don't know if you can hear her, but she's really going for it. So this actually card, I don't know if you can see, has bits on that it didn't work, but it's not like I can't use it to do card making with. So yeah, no one's going to see that side, are they? Okay, right. Oh, I like that. Let's do this properly. Oh. No, that's not right. Where's my trimmer? So let's do it on the trimmer, because I think that will be better. Yep. Okay, so that's what we have. So then I'm going to pop that there, but let's raise it. Like I said, she is desperate to come in, but she's now she's telling me off. Right, I think this is going to take me a while to do, because I am using these little ones because I've got loads of them. So, and we have some areas which I want to make sure have them on. So what I'm going to do is pop all of these onto the back of here and pop them on back of our lady, and then I'm going to stick this one here, and then I'm going to stick this one just here like that, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back. Right, as I was sticking this down, I thought it was looking too plain, because this is all nice and metallic-y and glittery and sparkly, and that was just very plain. So all I've done is I've just got those watercolours out again, and I've put some of that on there, and it's just made a massive difference. So that's what we're going to do. I've already stuck it onto my card base as well, and then we're going to stick our lovely lady down. But before we do, let's have a look. I feel like I want to ground her. Now, I do have this really funky, no, it doesn't go. just see what's on my, no, that doesn't go either. So let's have a look. Let's use some paper. There's that other piece, typical. So we want like a nice orangey colour, don't we, if we can, sort of keep it. Oh, what about some of this one? So, and then, because I think it will look nice if we just have sort of a section there that she sort of stood on, and then we can also have just a little bit underneath our what do you call it, our carriage. So just like that. So we just, I don't want that too harsh of an end, so I think that's fine. Right, where's my glue? But before I do that, I'm just going to come in with the spiced marmalade and just brush over it, just so that we can bring some of that orange in. And then let's pop a little bit of glue on if it wants to come out. So I should really have this upside down, because it comes out if it's upside down. Right, oh, there we go. Right, there we are. And I'm going to stick that just underneath it here. So it's like we're putting a little road there for them to stand on. And then just so that it sort of all blends in together, we're just adding in this spiced marmalade. So, yeah. Okay. And then that bit can just sit on there, just like that. So it's all these little things really, isn't it, that sort of puts a card together, all the little details, which I like. I don't know why I went with orange though. I think it's just because that's a pumpkin, but you can go any colour that you want. I just sort of fancied a change. My first reaction was to go pink, particularly dusky pink, but I think I do dusky pink quite a lot on my channel. So yeah, so we've ended up going for something just a little bit different. So that's too high up, so let's add another bit in. So I need to get that straight edge off, so I don't want the straight edge on. And then I think we will be okay. So all the way across. Right, and let's put some ink on it so that it blends quite nicely together. And again, I'm just going to pop that, yeah, I'm just going to pop that there. So a little bit of glue, if we can get it out. There we go. Okay, and then just popping that underneath there like that. Oh, I love it. I really love it. Now, because this is really, really bright white, I don't want that. So I am just going to go around with what's left on my brush, just to blend that bright white out. I just think it's too white, too stark. So let's get rid of it and sort of come in as well, just over the areas where it is white. There, much better. Right, okay, now the painstaking task of taking these off, although it's not too bad. They do come off quite easily. It's just, I think, the amount that I put on, but these seem to be the perfect ones for this, just so that I could get in all of the little tiny bits, so that because I have used watercolour paints on this, and it's not a watercolour bit like cardstock, then that's why I thought if I use these little ones, there's more adhesion there, and hopefully it'll stop the curling of the paper. So yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed this video, or enjoying this video. I'm enjoying making it, so which is always a good thing. So let's stick her down, and that has worked beautifully. So there is our gorgeous card. And then my sentiment is, Cinderella is proof that a new pair of shoes can change your life. So I'm just going to go around the edge with this, just so that it stands out. And then I think I'm just going to pop my sentiment there. And I don't think I'm going to do much else actually. So let's bring in a big one. Because, yeah, okay, I do need to, it's a bit too big. So it will sit just like that. Perfect. And then grab our glue and just pop some glue on there. And the last thing is, excuse me, so the last thing I'm thinking is that we do some doodling, because I like my doodling, and why not? So, but I'm going to do it a little bit different. Let's see how it looks. So on this darker background, I'm just going to do some white lines. So just scribbling up and down really, and then up until there, all the way along. So yeah, so just like that, and then we'll have a little bit there. Okay, I'm just going to do some scribbles as well. Right, and then on the other side I'm going to bring in my black pen, and we're going to do black scribbles. Because why not? So there we go, and then let's do some, yeah, oh, I like that. I really like that. So that is it. That is my card for today. I hope you've enjoyed this. I've enjoyed making it, and it is something just a little bit different because we have gone with oranges. The other thing I'm thinking of while I'm sat here, I really feel like I need to have black splashes. So let's grab, yeah, I do. I feel like, oh, do we or don't we? Do we or don't we? Will I just spoil it if I do it? That is the question. Right, okay. So if I just pop that there, because I don't mind if it gets on some of it, but I don't want it on the sentiment. Okay, and then if we do our girl as well, so just like, yeah, but you know what, let's just go for it. Life's too short not to have black splashes. So I don't want to use that one because I will ruin that brush. Yeah, this one will do. So okay, and then just in the background, I just feel like we need black splatters, so I'm gonna have it all over everything in my craft room. Oh, that was a bit big. That's dangerous, although it might look really good. You don't know until you try. Right, okay, I think that's enough black splatters because it has gone everywhere. So let's take these off. Oh, actually no, that looks alright. That looks nice. It's always worth it. Okay, right, I'm going to move that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just tidy up my desk, and then we'll come back and yeah, we'll have a look at the card all finished.